Previously on Pocket Survival, as the merge continued to heat up for most of the remaining Mons, things took a turn for the worst for the smallest Pokemon.
After being checked on by medical, it is confirmed that Poppy's condition is too critical for them to fix in the middle of the Koraidon Badlands.
With one accidental step from Aqua, Poppy was medically evacuated from the game. Meanwhile, tensions rose within Aqua's dominant alliance after Gigi had flipped to send Copper out of the game.
Oh, that damn Absol's gonna get it. I knew I shouldn't have placed my trust in that beast.
This resulted in further issue within Aqua's alliance, as herself and Mama were no longer seeing eye to eye.
I don't care about getting revenge on Gigi for one damn vote. I care about not being bothered none at camp now.
Aquamarine had another one of her genius plans, which involved Maria telling the Minority Alliance that she was gunning for Alicia. In turn, Alicia would try to get Maria voted out.
Sorry, Maria, but this little plan of yours isn't gonna work. You'll be the one going out tonight.
But in the end, Aqua got her way.
Gigi, the tribe has spoken.
8 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
We are starting to get down to the wire here. There are 3 episodes left. So, episode 13. This is the Konami tribe now that Gigi is gone. It seems like everyone that's kind of in that, like, middle-ish area are the ones being taken out. In that, like, middle to the right-ish area. So, I don't know how well that's gonna go further, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. As we move into night 32. Aquamarine pulls Maria aside and apologizes. She knew Alicia's side weren't the best strategically and wanted to use that to her advantage, but she did not foresee them trying to shoot the messenger. Maria explains everything she did, and Aquamarine corrects her on a mistake. She wasn't supposed to say she wanted Alicia out. She was supposed to say Aqua convinced her to vote Alicia. So, I made a bit of a mistake. That's fine. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, you know? Especially when they're stressed out. I mean, knowing Poppy is okay has lifted a lot of that heavy load off of me. Before we found that out at Tribal, I was still pretty messed up, so I guess I said the wrong things. I hope Flan can forgive me. I didn't think about how those words might change our friendship. Aqua approaches a very grumpy-looking Mama. The Miltank opens her mouth, about to go off on the Samurott, only for Aqua to speak up first with an air of authority, simply saying that she got her way tonight, so next tribal, Mama will get her way, and Flan will be gone. Mama pauses for a moment, and then thanks Aqua. And now that there Gigi situation is finally out the way, seems Aqua's keen on fulfilling my wants now, thank gosh. That damn clown will be gone faster than a weird deer on Christmas. Nah, you'll have my word on that one. Day 33. I usually announce them, but I forgot. Aqua, Mama, and Zara meet up, with Zara sharing his thoughts. He was up late last night thinking about things, coming to realize that one Mon has been the center of the chaos that has been the past few tribals, orchestrating everything. Aquamarine. He believes she has a strong allyship on both sides of the tribe and has been using it to play around them. Aqua suggests voting Aquamarine out, which annoys Mama, but Sarah admits he thinks they can vote Clown out and blow up, not War, Miss Lady Spot. Aquamarine's spot, not War Otter. That is not what Zara is trying to do. God damn it. I'm not sure what Zara has in mind, but fine. If he thinks he can blow up Aquamarine's game and let Mama get her way, go right ahead. Makes things easier for me, since I won't have to hear any more whining coming from that country cow. Alicia and Flan discuss what they should do moving forward, neither of them wanting to work with Aquamarine anymore since she clearly sided with Aqua to get Gigi out. Flan can kinda see that Aquamarine is playing her own game though, and appeals to the hope that maybe sometimes that game would benefit them, so they should still work with her in the hopes that that happens again. Flan is a sweet little guy and all, but I swear some of his thoughts are outright jokes. Seeing as he's a clown, that's not too far-fetched, but you get what I mean. When a mom proves they aren't trustworthy this day and age, it means you shouldn't work with them in the future. The time for second chances is long gone now. Immunity! Every Pokemon must stand on individual, unstable pyramid platforms in the middle of a lake. Every few minutes they must move up a rung on the pyramid until eventually they reach the top. If they fall off the pyramid for any reason, they are eliminated. Last Pokemon on their pyramid wins individual immunity, cannot be voted out at tonight's Tribal Council. The challenge is underway. Ocelot and Aquamarine are the first to drop, followed by Zera and Maria. And then Flan, which leaves... Oh, there's also Alicia. Alicia also drops. Which leaves 2 Pokemon left. It's down to Aqua and Mama, vying for individual immunity. The winner of individual immunity tonight is... Aqua wins immunity for the second time in a row. Aqua cannot be voted out tonight and is guaranteed a spot in the final 7 of this game. Congratulations to Aqua. Gets another round deeper in this game. Zera pulls Aquamarine aside and tells her that tonight is the night. With Aqua safe, herself, Aqua, and Mama want to finally make the big move and take down Alicia tonight. Get her out of the game. Aquamarine tries to convince Zera that isn't a good idea, but Zera shares that Aqua is adamant it's Alicia tonight. This is troubling. It's been easy to ride down the middle up to this point because anyone taking out on Aqua's side has been lesser. But all she's left with now are her 2 closest allies. Targeting one of them right now could ruin me. But with Alicia gone, there won't be a middle to ride anymore. I may be exposed as one of the next big targets outside of Aqua's group. Alicia and Flan talk about what they should do tonight, and Flan admits that Mama has been on his bad side for a while now, since she's always yelling at him about his clowning around, and he would like to try and see her go. Alicia admits it's pretty unlikely considering the other mons around them, whether or not they'll actually vote with them or not, but they can certainly try. Oh, Mama's been quite the Grinch when it comes to my clowning. But if I get my way tonight, she'll be the one wearing makeup, let me tell you. Like clown makeup, you get it? Aquamarine, Maria, and Ocelot meet up, with Aquamarine sharing the details on tonight. That Aqua's side wants Alicia out, and they're in a bad position if they don't follow through. They may be targeted next if they don't. With that in mind, the trio agrees to take Alicia out tonight, though Maria seems a bit upset having to side with Aqua yet again. Alright, tonight Alicia will be gone and Aqua will get her way again, I guess. I'm trying to stay positive, like that's my whole thing. But this bully Samurai keeps getting her way and it's really getting on my nerves. Please, no, this isn't usually like me. I'm usually so cheery and happy. Zera lets Aqua and Mama know that the plan should hopefully be in place. Aquamarine will likely drag her henchman Maria and maybe even Ocelot into voting for Alicia, while they vote for Flan. It'll cause a tie, sure, but a successful revote just takes a few simple threats. Aquamarine's position will be exposed to everyone left, and even in the jury. My oh my, Zera really knows what he's doing. I mean, I knew that a long while now, but he's really outdone himself with this one. I say. Giving Aqua what she wants by exposing the bratty otter, and me what I want by taking out that crappy clown. Like my younger brother Fester would say growing up, it's like the most successful of harvest seasons for us all. Not long before leaving for Tribal, Alicia tries to appeal to Ocelot to vote on their side, take Mama out tonight, maybe even convince some of the others to vote with them. Ocelot admits he's not sure if he can convince the others with so little time left, but he'll try. Swinging his yo-yos. Now this is certainly a development. Our games get exposed if we vote out anyone on Aqua's side, but the target tonight has come to me for help. I've worked with Alicia before, it's definitely an option worth considering. And the more I think on it, is it really our game in danger of being blown up tonight, or just Aquamarine's? I mean, realistically, my game's already taken some hits earlier. I'm more in the clear than I'm giving myself credit for, I'd say. Maybe tonight actually comes down to me. Then we continue deeper into this game, the next Tribal Council of the season. First things first, congratulations Aqua on winning individual immunity. You cannot be voted out tonight. Well, when you're one of the strongest mons on the tribe, this is exactly what you'd expect to happen. But thanks for congratulating me regardless. Oh please, you can hold 8 pounds and you can stand on a dumb triangle. Great job! Sorry I left my congrats card in the fire back at camp. How about you hustle your way back to camp and dive in looking for it then, instead of whining about losing, huh? If memory serves right, you couldn't stand on that dumb triangle, now could you? This tribe has consistently delivered spice just like that for a while now. I'm curious, what do you guys see as this tribe's dynamic right now? It's two sides at odds, nothing more, nothing less. You're either on Aqua's side or you're on Alicia's side. And might I say, Alicia's side is getting smaller and smaller every day. Oh, don't sell yourself short there, Waterbud. Weren't there 5 of you coming into the merge? What happened there? Oh, right. One of them got voted out, and the other changed sides. Hey, enough with the friction, guys. Tribal Council is not the place for this kind of jabbing at each other. Well, as the host, I'd argue it's definitely the place for jabs. But alas, there's more to Tribal Council than just drama. Each tribal is different after all. For example, what would you say tonight's tribal means for this game? Like any other night, sir, tonight's tribal revolves around preservation, staying safe. That's what it's meant for me since the beginning at least. Good point, Aquamarine. Tribal Council is typically about preservation. It's just easier for some to preserve themselves better than others. That's a good way to put it. Let's see who fails at preserving themselves tonight. It is time to vote Aquamarine. You're up first. I don't like that I'm writing your name down. I was hoping to play you and Aqua against each other just a little bit longer, but it seems tonight that has to end. Farewell. If all goes according to plan, we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's kill those birds! If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it now, would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Pokemon voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Mama. That's 1 vote, Mama. Flan. That's 1 vote, Mama. 1 vote, Flan. Mama. That's 2 votes, Mama. 1 vote, Flan. Alicia. That's 2 votes, Mama. 1 vote, Flan. 1 vote, Alicia. Mama. That's 3 votes, Mama. 1 vote, Flan. 1 vote, Alicia. Flan. That's 3 votes, Mama. 2 votes, Flan. 1 vote, Alicia. Alicia. That's 3 votes, Mama. 2 votes, Flan. 2 votes, Alicia. 1 vote left. Flan. We are tied. 3 votes Mama, 3 votes Flan. There will be a revote. The Pokemon in the tie will not vote. You have a few minutes to discuss before voting again. The 3rd tie vote of the season just happened before us. What in the hell? How am I in this tie? This wasn't supposed to happen. Aquamarine, what the hell was that? There should have been 3 votes for Alicia, not 2. I'd like to ask you a similar question. Why did you tell us to vote for Alicia if that wasn't the plan? That ain't important right now, Miss High and Mighty. What's important is where that 3rd vote went. You and your little middle-writing trio were supposed to vote for Pride Fighter. That didn't happen, so you're the one that has explaining to do. I'd be better served to answer, actually. I'm the 3rd vote for Mama. I've not been playing this game to the best of my ability for a while now. And it's time I changed that by taking a firm stand. Alicia, Flan, Aquamarine has been playing you two since the start of the merge. Clearly, Aqua's side has figured it all out, but she's been playing both sides all game. She's had the final decision on every vote up to this point. She is the most substantial threat this tribe has come to face so far. Ocelot, I'm not quite sure what you're meaning there, sir. Clearly you're, misunderstood on the dynamics of the tribe. I've been by your side this whole game, Aquamarine. There isn't another Mon I'd know better. I had you pegged as a threat from our first interactions. Now is the best time to act on it. I should have known you were too good to be true when you got helped get Copper out. You've been playing Aqua and I against each other for weeks. Oh, trust me, I still detest you. That is no different. Based on what I know of you, you're a terrible guild leader. But at least some of this friction came from some snooty otter playing us both. There is no getting out of this situation, is there? That's right, Miss Lady. We laid this trap to expose you, and it clearly worked. And I put the final nail in the coffin with my little monologue. Checkmate. I'm sorry, Flan. You really are my closest friend here, but... Don't apologize, Maria. Aquamarine was the mastermind, so that just makes you a lackey, right? You didn't plan all that terrible stuff, so you aren't the one at fault. Flan, we may not have gotten to work together much up to this point, but you are one of my closest friends. One of the only Mons who hasn't judged me for my profession. You're a good Mon. And who knows? There's still a lot of game to play. We could still work together to the end. I'm only gonna say this once. Aquamarine, Maria, you two vote out Flan in the revote, or else. It's you two out next, guaranteed. I have the votes on my side, and you will go out. Hell no! Aquamarine, you and Maria better vote Mama out instead. Aqua and her minions don't have the capital to take you out, so if you don't vote with us, consider that the end of it. We won't allow you to use and exploit our votes for the rest of the game. If you vote with us tonight, maybe we'll cut you a break. But if you vote Flan out tonight, you're drawing a line in the sand. Goodness, Aquamarine. Seems our position in the middle is blown. Looks like we must choose a side. I, for one, stand firm by Alicia's side of the tribe. I don't want to vote Flan out, Aquamarine, but I'll vote where you want. You were with me while I was down after what happened to Poppy, so I'm with you here. Just say who. Well, that got heated really fast, but that's all the time I can give for discussion. It is, once again, time to vote. Alicia, you're up first. Hopefully, this is the last time I need to write your name down. If not, then I'm going to have bigger issues to deal with. Either you leave now, or you leave much later, after I dismantle everything Aquamarine thinks she's built up in this game. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Pokemon voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Mama. That's 1 vote Mama. Mama. That's 2 votes Mama. Flan. That's 2 votes Mama, 1 vote Flan. Flan. That's 2 votes Mama, 2 votes Flan. Flan. That's 3 votes Flan, 2 votes Mama, 1 vote left. #12th Pokemon voted out and the 4th member of our jury. Flan. You're gonna have to bring me your torch. Well, that's all, folks. Yup. Flan, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Oh, looks like at the end of the day, I lived up to my profession. But in all seriousness, I don't blame Maria. I hope she gets to the end, so I can vote for her to win. What a way to go. The first time Maria voted for Flan. The first time Maria voted for Flan. Despite almost constantly voting against his side of the tribe, this is the first time she herself has actually voted for her friend. How unfortunate. Flan is gone. The clown is out, going into the final 7. This is what remains of the Konami tribe, and yeah, they're kind of split down the middle. Aqua and Zera are short of being stranded off to the side. I don't know what that means for them, but I guess we'll find out. We're in the final 7 of this game. We are nearing the end, slowly but surely. Night 33. Aqua pulls Aquamarine aside after Tribal and yells at her for not having Ocelot in line to execute the vote according to plan. Aquamarine, rather than apologize or appeal to Aqua, just yells back, angry that Aqua and Zera would pull such a backhanded plan against her to expose her position. Aqua argues back about it being the only way to get her out of the middle she's cozied herself in. The nerve of that girl to backtalk me after how Tribal Council went. Despicable. Whatever. What's done is done. There's no middle to right anymore. You're either voting with me or against me. Aquamarine was smart enough to choose to vote with me, so she won't be voted out. For now. I mean, only 3 can make it to the end, and I'm determined to see only me and my most loyal duo get there, Zera and Mama. Aquamarine's time will come, just not immediately. We have bigger fish to fry. Alicia thanks Ocelot for voting with her and Flan at Tribal. Despite it not going their way in the end, Ocelot just tries to act smug, insisting he saw through the plan's high and knew Aqua's side were trying to pull a fast one. But outside of that, he knows siding with Alicia was the best thing for him. Alicia is caught a bit off guard by how analytical Ocelot's explanation is, but thanks him again anyway. In the end, looks like I got one up on Aquamarine. After the embarrassment of the attempted flip early in the merge, I'm finally the one that took control. Sure, we were unsuccessful in preventing Flan's elimination. However, Aquamarine has been completely exposed. She's damaged goods now. It'll be significantly more difficult for her to weasel her way to the end, with everyone now having a reason to dislike her. Just that easy. Day 34. Zera approaches Aquamarine and asks how she liked Tribal Council last night. Aquamarine is still clearly a bit annoyed, but asks if that plan was only Zera's or a mix of all 3 of them. Zera confirms he was the one behind the plan, and Aquamarine can't help but admit the vote was an interesting move, even if it threw off her game. She vows that she isn't done yet, though, and will keep playing hard to the end. Zera simply remarks that he wouldn't have it any other way. It was a good move, you know? A good move from Zera, and a good addition to it from Ocelot. I'm not done playing, though. There will be plenty more good moves from me going into the end. They better watch out, because this tribe is swimming in my waters from now on, and I've got plenty of sea mines planted to blow up this game. Aquamarine approaches Alicia and Ocelot, asking if they'd perhaps be willing to work together at next Tribal Council. This leaves Alicia dumbfounded, asking why Aquamarine thinks they'd be willing to work with her after last night. Aquamarine is a bit surprised, asking if Alicia seriously won't work with her for the rest of the game, and Alicia confirms that she won't. Ocelot remarks that he's with Alicia on this one. Aquamarine casually forgetting that actions have consequences. Isn't that hilarious? If she's having so much trouble making plans, she should go talk with her actual allies to know. Aqua on her side. She chose her bed, now she has to lie in it. I don't think she understands that second part. The final 7 immunity challenge. Same day, wow. The Pokemon start with a hoop attached to their body, stuck in a large series of rope knots. They must maneuver their body through a tough obstacle course, feeding the hoop through the rope the entire time. At the end of the course, the hoop can detach from the rope and must be tossed onto a hook. When the ring lands on the hook, it will drop a set of puzzle pieces onto the ground. First Pokemon to complete their logo puzzle wins individual immunity. Cannot be voted out at tonight's Tribal Council. I'm pretty sure this is also still episode 13. This is a double vote episode. This is a 2 tribal episode. The challenge is underway. By the end, Alicia, Aqua, and Maria are the closest to winning. It's gonna be one of them. Who wins individual immunity for the final 7? Congratulations, Maria! Maria has won individual immunity. She cannot be voted out and is guaranteed a spot in the final 6. Congratulations, Maria. Safe tonight at Tribal Council. Huge win for Maria, keeping herself safe going into Tribal Council tonight on day 34. We're coming down to the wire. Alicia congratulates Maria on managing to win an immunity challenge, and an especially tough one at that. Maria is super happy and thanks Alicia so much for the congratulations. I'm so happy I actually won a challenge. Gosh, I still don't know how I was able to toss the hoop so well. I guess my practice making friendship necklaces with my paws has made me really good at using them. This is the happiest I've felt in a while in this game. It feels good to be the old me again. Aww. The trio of Aqua, Zera, and Mama celebrate that tonight is the night Alicia goes home. Aqua even makes a joke that blowing Aquamarine's spot was hardly necessary, considering Alicia is gone a tribal after anyways. But Zera insists that if they didn't do so, Aquamarine would still have a card to play by working with Alicia and her old lackeys to have the majority vote. That possibility is gone now. Alicia is finally going out tonight. Finally, I won't have to sit beside someone that calls themselves an amazing guild leader. Listen, I know what it takes to be a good guild leader, and Alicia does not have what it takes. I'm not sure how she runs whatever backwards guild she's in charge of, but if it's anything like how she ran her alliance, then I'm surprised it hasn't crumbled to dust yet. She's practically worthless in a leadership role. Who knows? Maybe after this is all over, I'll go try and take that position from her. Show her lessers what a guild is really meant to run like. Oh my god. Alicia wants to try and take out Aqua tonight, but Ocelot suggests they vote for Mama instead, since there's a good chance one of them has an idol and would use it to keep Aqua. The obvious target, safe. Taking a shot at Mama is the safer action. Alicia asks if they can even pull off a Mama vote considering their position, and Ocelot responds simply saying it's pretty unlikely to work out. Being realistic, tonight is probably the end for me. I mean, I had a good run all things considered, but unless Aqua's side wants to target someone else for some reason, I'm pretty much doomed. Worse, I won't even be able to see Rue because she didn't make the jury. I'd really like to see her once this is all over and tell her how I feel. But before that, I have to keep fighting. Yes, again, tonight looks bad, but if I don't fight with everything I have, how could I face Rue or even myself after the fact? Zera pulls Aquamarine aside and tells her that tonight is Alicia's night. He asks if Aquamarine plans on letting her go or trying to make this one messy. Aquamarine jokes that she easily could, but Alicia going out is best for her game at this point. She's made sure the game is portrayed as Alicia versus Aqua to the jury, but now is the time to get the bigger threats out and reveal the game for what it really is. Aquamarine versus Zera. War Otter is Miss Lady! Oh my god, I thought I fixed this shit! Miss Lady is really funny, I've gotta say. Acting like she could just magically make tonight more chaotic at a moment's notice, as if Last Tribal didn't burn pretty much every bridge she has left in the game. There's no way Pride Fighter's willing to work with her. She's way too stubborn. Grumpy Cat could pull something, he's not above it. But that wouldn't be Miss Lady creating chaos, now would it? Or I got half of that right and half of that not right. Okay. Aquamarine tells Maria that tonight is the night that Alicia has to go. Maria seems a bit bummed out, asking if that's really the best idea for them, but Aquamarine explains it's really their only option at this point. Only option. Yeah, sure, as if I couldn't flip the game on its head right here and now. Alicia is the best move for me now realistically, so she's gotta go. She can go sit in the jury, pina colada in hand, writing love letters to Rue for all I care, so long as she's out of here. Then after that, I have to figure out how to get Aqua out. Final 7 Tribal Council. First things first, congratulations Maria on winning individual immunity. You cannot be voted out tonight. Thank you. I feel super accomplished actually. I still can't believe I won a challenge, and a really physical one too. Yeah, sure, good job I guess. Won't be so happy when I win the next immunity challenge though. Let's take a moment to talk about last Tribal Council, and the insane move that came out of it. I've been having a good laugh about last Tribal for most of today actually. The others insist it blew up my game, but I just don't see how it did. I'm still in the prime position I always have been. Delusional, adjective, characterized by or holding false beliefs or judgment about external reality that are held despite incontrovertible evidence to the contrary. Grumpy Cat's right. Miss Lady is clearly delusional. Maybe she hasn't been getting enough food. There's nothing that you can do, Miss Lady. Your position in this game is pretty bad. Last Tribal was crazy and all, but I'm curious if we'll see much of the same insanity tonight. Nah, tonight's an easy vote, Mr. Host, sir. Simone's been in on this game for far too long, outlived themselves, and it's high time they buck on out of here. It's real obvious who you're talking about, Mama. Then again, I knew I was on the outs going into tonight anyway. This doesn't surprise me, but I'll be damned if I don't go out giving it my all. Well, let's see if your all was enough. It is time to vote. Mama, you're up first. You've been here for too damn long now. Why don't you go on and get back to your lousy guild now, huh? I'm probably out tonight, but that doesn't matter. I fight until the bell rings, and I didn't hear no damn bell. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it now, would be the time to do so. Swinging idol like a yo-yo. This is a risky play. That much is for sure. But if you all are even half as predictable as I believe you to be, it should work. I'm playing this for Alicia tonight. Idol play out of nowhere! Ocelot did have the idol. Zara was right. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Alicia will not count. Would anyone else like to play anything? Alright. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Pokemon voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Alicia. Does not count. 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 Mama. That's one vote Mama. One vote left. 13th Pokemon voted out and the 5th member of our jury. Mama. You're gonna have to bring me your torch. Now that was a mistake, I'll tell you what. Ocelot, Alicia, I'll do everything I can to make sure neither of the two of you win. You hear? Mama, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Outplayed by a damn immunity idol. Ain't this a trip to the market just to find out it's closed, huh? That damn cat, that damn rock, that damn idol! That genuinely, that was a great Final 7 idol play. Episode 14. This is what remains of the Konami tribe now that Mama is gone. This is the penultimate episode. The second to last episode before the end of the game. Night 34. Aquamarine and Maria pull Ocelot aside, Aquamarine demanding to know what Ocelot was thinking at Tribal. Ocelot just laughs and tells Aquamarine it's none of her business. He's playing his game, and she should be playing hers. Aquamarine remains infuriated and starts to tell him off, while Maria tries to calm her down. Swinging yo-yo smugly. I've told her before, and I'll tell her again. In this game, she chose her side. That means what the opposing side does, she has no say in that from this point on. She still can't seem to understand that, can she? Aqua curses Alicia out in the middle of camp for still being in the game. Alicia responds in kind by shouting back, but makes the occasional comment about how she didn't know what Ocelot was planning, so still being here came as a shock to her too. The screaming match lasts a decently long time, long enough to cut into the tribe's typical sleeping time. They really hate each other. The audacity of this bitch to still be here after everything we've thrown at her. Seriously, can this crappy should-be-fired guild leader just give up and let herself get taken out? I swear she's lost all sense of dignity up until this point. She may as well just let it end by this point. Day 35. There are 5 days left in this game. Reward challenge! I forgot there was a reward challenge at the Final 6 here. The Final 6's loved ones show up. The Pokemon will be competing with their loved ones this challenge. The Pokemon must run through a large muddy field, collecting tiles with letters on them and bringing them back to their loved one. The loved one will use the letters to try and spell the longest word they can. The Pokemon whose loved one spells the longest word wins reward. The reward is a barbecue with their loved ones. Definitely worth playing for. Everyone loves reward challenges. Absolutely everyone watching the stream loves reward challenges, so let's get into it. Aquamarine wins reward! She gets to bring one with her, and she chooses to bring her ride or die Maria on this amazing reward. She's given the choice of keeping the reward or forfeiting to let the other 4 go on the reward, and she chooses to give it up. Aquamarine gave up the reward. Alicia, Aqua, Ocelot, and Zera enjoy the barbecue feast in the Koraidon Badlands wilds with their loved ones. Alicia brings her guild assistant, Aqua brings her son, Ocelot brings what he calls a close proximity work associate, and Zera brings his adoptive mother. They all have a pretty good time, though Alicia and Ocelot don't interact with Aqua and Zera very much. They are definitely on the out still. This is a really heated season. It's a much more heated season than Lugia's Reef was. It was nice to finally sit back and get some time to relax out here. I even got to see Chando again. It's been a while. Seems he's been running the guild just fine without my presence, though I'd expect nothing less from him. He's a very devoted Charizard after all. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hoping to see Rue, but this is just the sort of motivation I needed to get back into the swing of things. Bro, I love this Alicia Rue shit. It's so great. While the others are gone and enjoying their reward, Aquamarine takes the time back at camp to look around for an idol with Maria. Maria is confused why Aquamarine is looking for one, but the Floatzel simply insists that she wants to keep it out of Ocelot's paws to prevent what happened last night from happening again. I don't like the way things have gone. Aquamarine and Ocelot used to be super close friends with me, but now they're always trying to one-up each other. It's always about getting ahead of the others with them. I just wish they could get along again so we could all get to the end together. She just wants her friends back. Once everyone is back from the reward, Aqua and Zera talk about their position in the game, mainly who would be best to bring with them to the final 3. Aqua likes the idea of a dominant water-type trio at the end and wants to bring Aquamarine. After thinking it over, Zera thinks Maria might be better, since Aquamarine has a pretty long resume even if she is on the outs right now. A water-type final 3. Myself, Zera, and Aquamarine. If you tell me that doesn't show just how strong and powerful water types like us are, then you've got something twisted in your head. 3 water types came into this game, and all 3 make it to the final 3. That is very powerful imagery indeed. Day 36. I think this is an immunity challenge. It is an immunity challenge! It is the final 6 immunity challenge. In a callback challenge to last season, the Pokemon will hang onto a tall pole for as long as they can. If they touch the ground in any way, they are eliminated. Last Pokemon hanging onto their pole wins individual immunity, cannot be voted out at tonight's Tribal Council. That's right, the final 10 immunity challenge is back here for the final 6. The challenge is underway. Alicia drops first, followed by Maria, then Aqua, and then Ocelot, meaning it comes down to 2 Pokemon left. Either Aquamarine or Zera wins individual immunity for tonight's final 6 Tribal Council, and it will be Zera wins individual immunity. Zera cannot be voted out tonight and is guaranteed a spot in the final 5. Guaranteed a spot in the finale episode. In episode 15. Congratulations to Zera. Ocelot pulls Zera to the side and suggests that they work together tonight, since no one would expect the 2 of them working together. Zera seems intrigued, asking who the target in this case would be, and Ocelot suggests Aqua, who's been portrayed as one of the strongest remaining Mons in the game, therefore being hard to beat in the end. Grumpy Cat came to me about voting out War Otter. Now that isn't something I saw coming. However, he has a point when it comes to the vote. War Otter has been portrayed as the toughest Mon left. I'd have to think some on what the jury may prioritize, but if it's sheer strength and domination, War Otter may be the odd Mon to beat. This might be a good idea? Oh my god, Zera's considering the betrayal! A betrayal 35 days in the making. Or is this day 36? This is day 36. A betrayal 36 days in the making! Ocelot asks if Maria would still be willing to work with him, and Maria says that of course she would. They may not have been working together for a little bit, but she still considers him a close friend. Ocelot asks if she'd like to take Aqua out tonight, and Maria seems happy to hear that, but still a little bit hesitant. She asks if he can convince Aquamarine to vote Aqua out too, and Ocelot says he'll try. Maybe this is finally the chance to get Ocelot and Aquamarine on the same page again. And a big plus too, it means getting out mean old Aqua. I know a lot of Mons would be happy to see that happen, especially on the jury. She's the reason behind a lot of people being voted out. Seeing her go would be huge. Ocelot meets Aquamarine at the watering hole and tells her that she's in luck. He's willing to give her a second chance if, and only if, she votes with them tonight to take out Aqua. Aquamarine asks why the sudden change, and Ocelot simply states that the game is always more important than personal spats, and he knows this is her only option. He's acting very smug the whole time about telling her too. Bro, Ocelot, I don't think now is the time to be smug. Oh, come on, Ocelot. You know I can see right through that little act of yours. Man, thought he could turn against me and call me out on multiple occasions and simply offer me a chance to vote Aqua out? What a pathetic little freak. Aqua asks Zera what the deal is with Ocelot running around talking to everyone, like he's not even hiding it. Zero lies, remarking that he thinks he's going out, so he's been trying to make a last-minute plea to take Alicia out instead. Hearing that makes Aqua feel extra cocky about tonight. So, the furball finally sees reason and is doing everything in his power to stay, huh? Damn right. He should be begging me to stay at this point for all the trouble he's caused. He's lucky I have more personal beef with Alicia, otherwise he would be gone tonight. Zara just lied to his number one. Alicia asks Ocelot how things are going for tonight, and Ocelot admits it all hinges on managing to convince one or two of the other mons to vote with them. Preferably two, since they're targeting Aqua, he thinks there's a decent chance of it actually working, but still tells Alicia not to get her hopes up. Tonight is the night, it would seem. This rivalry with Aqua ends at Tribal Council. Either she goes, or I go. Ocelot and I have done everything in our power to make sure she goes, so all that's left is to hope the votes swing our way. Regardless, a guild leader goes out tonight, whether it's one in their prime, or some washed-up retired old hag, that's what the rest of the tribe decides. We are at the final 6 tribal council. It's coming down to the bottom right now. First things first, Zara. Congratulations on winning individual immunity. You cannot be voted out tonight. Thanks. It's been a while since I've had this necklace around my neck, and this late into the game now, this is a very precious commodity. So, I've been told there was some commotion going on around camp. Anyone care to elaborate? Well, apparently our green cat here has been running around trying to get the vote off of him tonight. It's been hilarious to watch. He finally realizes the mistake he made in trusting Alicia. He stopped swinging his... Oh my god, he stopped. Oh, yeah, it was, unfortunate. I was hoping to have been more discreet about it, but I guess if it caused such a big commotion... He was trying to get votes to take you out, Aqua. He knows he's not the target, he's not that idiotic. How does it feel to have your plans blow up in your face, Ocelot? Well, if Aquamarine is telling it like it is, then it seems tonight might be more set in stone than the past few tribals. It's either Aqua or myself. One of us goes tonight. I and pretty much the entire tribe are acutely aware of that fact. So whatever the tribe decides, that's who stays and who goes. Sometimes I wish this tribe would get the chance to not talk game as much, to just relax a little and take in the moment, you know? Ever since the merge, it's been nothing but strategy and game talk. Well, when $1 million are on the line, it's clear everyone wants to fight as hard as they can. It's time to find out whose fight is coming to an end. It is time to vote. Maria, you're up first. I've been wanting to write your name down ever since you took Rue out. It's taken too damn long, but finally, you're going down. You're a disgrace to the title of guild leader. If you had any decency, you'd resign once you got home and put someone adequate in your position as your final act. Scum. If anybody has a hidden immunity item and would like to play it now, would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Pokemon voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Alicia. That's 1 vote, Alicia. That's not the first vote. Aqua. That's 1 vote, Alicia, 1 vote, Aqua. Okay. We ignore first vote on the top. Aqua. That's 2 votes, Aqua, 1 vote, Alicia. That's 2 votes, Aqua, 1 vote, Alicia. Alicia. That's 2 votes, Aqua, 2 votes, Alicia. Alicia. That's 3 votes, Alicia, 2 votes, Aqua, 1 vote left. th Pokemon voted out and the 6th member of our jury. Alicia, you're gonna have to bring me your torch. Looks like this is the end for me. I fought to the very end. As much as I hate to say it, Aqua, you won the battle. But can you win the war? Alicia, The tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. When it came down to it, tonight just wasn't my night. I tried my hardest until the bitter end. That's what's important. How does that bell sound? What bell? Oh, I get it now. Oh my god, I get it. I didn't hear no bell. Well, she heard it now. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Holy fuck. And Alicia's out. We can't keep letting Aqua get away with this. I actually thought Aqua is cooked. No. So, none of the Pokemon that Ocelot approached even voted the way he wanted. Not a single one. In the end, it was still clear as day the Alicia vote.